What is good, everyone? Welcome back to another trading day recap. Today was Friday, January 30th, 2026, the big 2-6, right? Coming up to the first and the second month of the year. We had a lovely banger today, interesting price action. I'm going to give you guys my whole understanding and basically how I guess I knew, or not knew, but how I took price action going into the morning. And yeah, let's just get straight into it, alright? I'll show you guys some executions. This was taken on with paper trading. I'm not really live trading right now or going for any prop firm combines right now. I'm low-key just trying to find consistency while kind of teaching you guys, right? So let's see. It was low-key just showing it. Did I turn on the right thing? Execution sound alert trading execution marks on. Alright, hold on, leave. Alright, yeah, right here. Entry was right here, exit was right here. If you look at this, NQ, right, same ordeal right here. Execution labels, execution marks, whatever. Yeah, enter right here, break even right here. Okay. Switch indexes because stop was so fucking heavy. All right. Anyways, let's kind of get into why I took these trades and how you could have possibly got them. Okay. Going to the day. Very, very mixed bias in a way, simply because we're delivering from this 4 hour on NQ, and this bullish 4 hour on NQ. Okay, I mainly use this 4 hour because that was the main one we were kind of delivering from. You can, I guess, take that with a grain of salt because that's probably not the best understanding, but for the most part it's common sense, I would say. All right, now going into this session, all right, we had, sorry, I don't think I replayed it right. All right, going into this session, I noticed Asia never created an open high low close, which is quite interesting, right? We got that open and we traded lower. Okay, so a lot of mixed PA in Asia session for the most part, and then we got London. Okay, London kind of created this move with previous day low. We got previous day low right here. Yeah, like this. Okay. So this is Asia high right here, which did end up getting taken out, and we got previous day low. Okay. There is no reason at all onto why London should be reversing. It should not be reversing here whatsoever. All right. We never tapped into any sort of higher time computer at all when it comes to London lows. So what does that mean? It means it's not protected. It means it's a valuable target that we can use for our bias going to the day, right? That is a potential target, and that is not high resistance. We never trade into any sort of gap that can make us feel like it's extremely protected, right? It's not, right? So going to the day, I kind of wanted to see one of two things. What kind of mixture, okay? Alright, we kind of deliver off this hourly gap off open, rip through Asia highs, and go to this 4 hour, okay? That was like overall for the daily type of bias conditioning, okay? That's for one play. Another play is we trade into this unmitigated 2 hour right here above Asia, creating that open high, or just putting in that wick, and we deliver lower to what these data lows, low resistant London lows, and previous day lows, right? This would probably be the best type of condition I was looking for, and we ended up getting it. Okay. And yeah, honestly, if we do find, or if we did get any sort of push lower and took out these data lows, I could have looked for a long, but for the most part, that's this play right here, manipulating inside this higher time frame Peter array, taking out Asia highs was probably the most valuable one I was looking for. All right, so with that, I kind of want to open high. What do we get? That open high. All right, got that open high, 30-second inverse on this leg. I can't pull it up for you guys, but it was there. People did take it. I saw my charts at the time. and I did not like it simply because of the fact that we edged Asia highs and this 2-hour gap by 20 points. I definitely want to see that get manipulated to take a valuable continuation, considering the fact that the 4-hour wasn't very clear to me. All right, we did end up taking out things like this intermediate high, right? But we also have this unmitigated high and Asia high above, right? NQ did end up taking out that high, but over past experiences, 20 points away, right? Caught me a little bit iffy, right? I wanted to see that getting taken out, right? Mainly because I've been stopped so many times because of that reasoning, okay? Yeah, I ended up tapping this 2-hour, delivering from Asia. My whole screen just froze. What the hell? Alright, okay. Delivering from, why does it keep doing that? Alright. Alright, my bad, what the hell? Alright, my shit was glitching. But, yeah, highest time frame of the current price leg was this 2-minute gap. I ended up taking it shorts, open high, low close, lovely delivery, lovely inversion, targeting these data lows, LRL below right here, and break even at this swing low, right? Ended up going higher, going lower, and I got break even. Okay. Now I can still see us going lower potentially or going higher, right? My two conditions, I just wanted to see one of these highs get taken out, either this high or this low. I mean, one of this high or this low get taken out, and target the opposing draw simply because we had LRL above right here, LRL below right here, right, and this data low, right? And a good amount of P is below this level as well. I could definitely long off of. We ended up manipulating higher at 10 a.m. open into what? This 5-minute intermediate high. 5-minute intermediate high, you can call it, or like per se, like it was in a 2-hour. So like 2-hour intermediate high, of some sort, or I don't know, but it was in the high. It was in the 2-hour. Yeah, 2-hour intermediate high, 15-minute intermediate high, whatever. Okay, we end up getting a nice delivery towards there. Asia ended up taking it out, by the way. I mean, ES ended up taking it out right here. And in this case, okay, why do I not want to see these highs get taken out anymore? Because the SMT, right? SMT, the simplest way I can put it is ES takes out the high, NQ does not. NQ does not need to take out the high anymore because ES already played the role. They are correlating assets, right? In this case, I can still take shorts at this level because technically this high was taken out on NQ, technically. Right, simplest way I can put it, right? And in this case, same exact thing. Generate more LRL, open high low close, potentially at least. I want to see distribution. What do we get? Inverse of the highest time frame of the current price leg, which is this 2-minute fair value gap. Bam. Oh yeah, my bad. Did not execute on NQ. This was a banger just on here. The second trade did not execute on NQ for one reason, simply because that stop loss was just so fucking much, right? I risked around $500 to $700 in this trade, and this trade $1,400 to $1,200. I definitely still need to work on risk management, regardless of whether I'm paper trading or not, to build that consistency, right? And not to build bad habits. And yeah, in this case, let's kind of look at the other index. Bam. Okay, we end up getting that 2-minute inversion, right? Hit my break-even point right here, which was this perfect swing low. Target was what? Bam. smashed. Data lows, very strong draw, very beautiful, and right after I hopped off, I could have definitely seen price fucking ramming lower here, okay? But during this trade, I switched something up, and it was on my TikTok if you guys haven't watched, but I switched something up, right? My break even. I did not go break even here for one reason. When looking at this trade, right, you need to see what's actually occurring. Two things, all right? One, if we have that AMD, all right, if we have this AMD accumulation, manipulation, get that inversion right, we want to see some sort of like here, right here, distribution, all right? So the accumulated lows and targets below that, which were data lows, okay? In this type of scenario, right, there's been many times when backtesting and the simple understanding of AMD is if it really was the distribution move, sure it can ram straight lower, or it can have a simple pullback into what a PD array to give it more support, like in this example, right? Never end up taking out those lows, or let's say we do take out those lows, it doesn't really matter, right? Get a simple pullback into a gap to push us even lower to the real draw, right? You need to believe in your draw, and you need to have 100% conviction and understanding of what you're actually targeting and why you're actually going there, and like why should we even go there, right? We got that AMD, we got that open low high close, we have so much LRL below, we're rejecting off a higher time frame P array, we're rejecting off Asia session highs, right? We have still yet to take out London lows and previous day lows, which are not significant in this moment, which are not high resistant, right? Like, it's why are we going there, right? Like we're going there because we got that AMD, and we're delivering from higher from buy side, and we're delivering from significant liquidity pools, right? What can we target? Data lows, low resistance liquidity, bam. Like, you guys need to understand that, okay? And when it comes to the break even, you gotta need to pay attention to what you're actually building up during the trade. I noticed during the trade that we were about to open this 5-minute gap right here. We had already opened this 3-minute gap right here, and though I believe there was a 2-minute and a bunch of I think it was 2-minute, 3-minute, yeah, so 2-minute, 2-minute, that was a little bit later after the trade, but 3-minute, right? And we were about to open this 5-minute, and who knows, maybe there was a fucking 4-minute, right? Alright, my shit like froze again. Oh yeah, there was also a fucking 4-minute and another 4-minute, right? So in this case, I could definitely see price going lower, let's say going higher, tapping this 5-4-3-minute, and then pushing even lower. I could see that, all right? Maybe if we did not have all these gaps open, actually no, 100%. If we didn't have any of these gaps open, I probably would have never went break even. But because we're just putting on more support, we're just hiring the probability of my trade, it's right there, and there's no reason why I should go break even, simply because this is such a small range, and this range can definitely be traded back to trade even lower, right? So it's important to understand that. It's important to have conviction and discretion, and this is a big factor when it comes to backtesting, right? Really studying the shit and really seeing whether or not going break even this early when we have such a big support level above is wrong, right? And that's kind of something I take note of when backtesting, right? And yeah, lovely trade, barely any drawdown. I hope I explained the overall understanding of kind of why all these draws were hit, and my overall bias and things like that, and things you can work on, right? Biggest thing, or not biggest thing, but definitely a big factor as well, is looking at session conditions. I don't understand I don't remember the specific terminology, but basically search and destroy conditions, right? London manipulation, New York reversal, things like that. London reversal, New York continuation, right? All these type of things you guys can definitely do research on. It definitely helps with your overall daily bias and understanding of the market when the 4 hour and the daily are very confusing. Even 2 hour or the 1 hour, it's very confusing, right? Or when it's not confusing, it makes it obvious, right? The only way I see this type of understanding gets like blocked out or chained out, right? When it comes to your bias is when we have search and destroy conditions, meaning we've literally taken out like we have yeah, or we've taken out London in pre-session. We've taken out London session lows in pre-session, and we've taken out Asia, right? So now we have no session draws, right? And from there, you kind of just see a bounce back and forth when it comes to search and destroy, right? And that's basically the only condition that's really bugging. Today was a London Judas, right? No reason for London to be displacing here and not taking out this low. It was a fake out. It was a fucking Jewish fake out, right? We ended up fucking coming down here, reversing here for absolutely no reason at all. And then we finally got that perfect distribution move. And I believe somewhere tonight we're definitely going to take out that low or possibly create relatively close and go higher now, maybe. But yeah, for the most part, hope you guys enjoyed this overall recap and kind of understand me. I'm really trying to practice being more clear when it comes to explaining shit, right? I'm not the best at this, but hopefully I get better. Yeah, hope you learn a lot. Have a good day.